Hey guys, how's it going? So, I've kind of jumped the gun a little bit on this project. I had already started to cut some of the parts out, so what I wanted to make here was a sandwich plate for my car. So I want to have a plate where the oil filter sits on against the engine block and the oil filter. So I needed to machine a few parts as I couldn't really get one easily on the market. So all I've done here is a lot of the lathing operations. So this part is going to be the primary part. Here's the drawing that I was quickly threw up to be able to use as a reference. A lot of the sizings I used were guesses, as close as I could get them to what they needed to be. So the second part to this is going to be the bolt. So this part here still has a few operations to go, so I need to put a thread on the inside of this barrel here and then an outside thread up here. So what I have done is I've cut off an O-ring from one of the oil filters, so that's going to fit in here like so. Flip it over. This part is going to be my bolt, so I still have to cut the flats on this part here, and then this is going to fit in here. So the oil filter will screw onto this part here, and I need to cut the holes in here so that the oil can flow past back this part, and put it all together. So what I can do is I can continue to record some of these operations and put the rest of the project together, and you guys can see how it goes. So for this nut here, I didn't actually have anything. So this is a 27mm diameter, and the outside here was going to be around about 32mm. I didn't have anything that was that size easily accessible, so I'd recently changed my CV joints on the car, on the vehicle, and this is a part of the side that goes on the hub nut. So this is part of the spline for the hub nut, and this originally here had threads for the actual hub nut. This was really hard material. It was induction hardened, I think, on the outside, so luckily I was able to drill this out and get the mass of the material down so that I was able to get it to a cherry red. I tried to get it while it was still as one massive piece, and I wasn't able to, with my current setup, to be able to get it hot enough to anneal this, get this back down to a soft state so I could work with it easily. I don't have an insert part for threading, so I'm going to be using high-speed steel, so I wanted to try and make this as soft as I could. So yeah, we'll continue on, and I have a few pieces to make for mounting this. I have a very small rotary head that I haven't used before, so I'll be making some accessories to be able to clamp this down on that, and then I can set up the mill so that I can use it to cut these holes up here, and hopefully it'll finish up looking something like this, or the 3D images like this. It's most of the way there, nearly finished, and hopefully the nut is the right size, and hopefully it all goes together reasonably well. But yeah, fingers crossed, and we'll see how it goes. Well, here's the finished part for at least the sandwich plate side. Might extend this hole a little here so that I can get the thermocouple deeper into the oil flow. I think I did recess this side. Might do it a bit more to try and make this a bit sit flush on the face here. But yeah, this part's ready to go. So next is the nut. So I've roughed out this piece of silver steel. This is a 60-degree angle in here. I cut most of this away with the mill to give me this geometry. The plan is that when I'm cutting this, I'll be cutting it on the back side, pulling outwards, and hopefully I can cut a counter bore halfway into this so that the thread I can get all the way to the base. So with this being silver steel, I can harden it right up, so I'm going to go do that as the next process, and then I can polish this up and grind it into its final place. Hopefully it will work. Thanks for watching.